And there's the bell for round one. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Lomachenko versus Linares, part 2. Their first fight was electrifying as Linares dropped Lomachenko, who then got off the canvas and stopped Jorge in round 10.
It's the first time in Lomachenko's impressive career he'd been knocked to the canvas. Oh, the shame of it is what he's thinking. Because he wants to be unblemished. You don't want to be touching canvas as a professional fighter. But he did so now. He's thinking, whoa, I got to turn that round, get the look back. And still came back and dominated Linares. Turned it round, made him pay for his rudeness. He made him pay and won convincingly.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. That counter shot lands. Perfect counter lands. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The Venezuelan is rocked. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. Here we go. It's round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Good counter punching. That uppercut just missed. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
He just misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They have no respect for each other's punching power. He threw a punch and you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
offense all the time. That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Insane action. How about that time counter shot? This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. On to the fourth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They blocked the left there. Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. It's all offense all the time. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punching. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it was like two different.
And there's the bell for round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Couldn't land that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They block that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They blocked the left there. There's a counter shot. Do you believe this? That counter shot lands. That hook is parried away. And he scores with the counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Punches coming from every angle. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. Here we go. It's round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter lands. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. And Jorge Linares is down. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The Venezuelan is rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do you...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And that'll do it. Linares is down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come to me.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place.
Whoa, Johnny! The Venezuelan is rocked! Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics,
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. I thought that was gonna be a knockdown at least.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two were made for each other. That counter shot lands. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Linares goes to the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.